Let us press on. Defeat is not an option.
This is my path. Let us be off.
Enemy near. My skills exceed yours.
I'll go ahead.
We will be victorious!
Time's not waiting.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Where are they? This is taking forever! He didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Swordlords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Rostov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Rostov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful...
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front...
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title?
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Rostov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to...
Now you're talking.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some...
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Rostov.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson? Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you, how do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is Barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about. And what are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way. Deal. All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning. mansion's under attack. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards.
All according to plan. Enemy approaching!
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, speaking of dummies. Take this ring. Quiet now, so that little...
What troubles you?
In due time.
Leave this one to me. They dare to attack me?
Serves you right.
This should do it. Ready for anything.
Lindsay was called for.
That is not far. victorious!
Just die already!
You deserved it.
Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how he...
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Go! In due time. A trivial
Let's make
matter.
this quick!
Any last wishes? This is where I step in.
All according to plan.
Anything else?
Follow my lead.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it.
What? No!
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over. How would she know it was us and not the assassins? Unless,
Don't drag me into this. You do what you want, but I'm not taking a single...
In due time.
Oh,
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem...
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right.
What do you mean, undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight... How curious.
That is not far. Interesting.
Applause, please. I see something.
Focus on the goal.
Anything else?
As it should be.
Can you make an epic pose? I
Unworthy.
need inspiration.
A
You
calculated
never had
risk.
a chance.
I am prepared.
I always have a second plan. I don't tolerate fools.
I know what to do. Time's not waiting.
My patience is a running thing. Do this, do that. It'll be never end.
No mistakes. I need to concentrate.
Time's
Becoming
wasting.
distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
I always have a second plan. I'm trusting you
Ready
here.
for anything.
In a life, you mean?
State your desire. Request.
Dispatch them and move on!
Wretched things.
Time to get my hands dirty again!
I wrote it like I saw it.
Yes.
All according to plan.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a...
It's not fun at all.
Shh. Of course. I'm from Kadira. I am Kayesi. I don't know where...
In due time.
Speak.
Follow my lead.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be my... You're wrong. How rude, speaking to a dying man that way. Yeah. It seems...
That is not far.
Patience.
Magrigium Turinos.
In due time.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins... Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need... No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here. Those who still...
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
Someone opened the gate. Let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamande to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fate, I'm not surprised that the whole fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other...
May Abadar keep...
Oh, you cannot stand against me.
Repent!
Let us strike as one!
Serves you right.
T. Gom. Na. Eya. Orama.
Wretched things. Do not falter!
You deserved it.
Despicable.
Magritium Turinos.
Onwards!
This will hurt.
Advance!
Your life ebbs low.
Let's try this way.
Unworthy.
I am prepared.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
Yes. Such a gambit would be typical of Iroveti and his henchmen. And yet, it still seems suspicious. There's definitely a spy among us. But who?
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bound.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despises anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand... He's got the eyes of a spy, and the mug of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or...
What about that trick he pulled right before some scoundrels set your mansion on fire? And as we were approaching the room, we saw your brave guards, your underlings, dying in the fire, begging to be saved. And what did our leader do?
Alas, sometimes such decisions must be made. Don't blame yourself. You did the right thing.
May Shellen spare me from ever
a true leader.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way...
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go.
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least, not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing trade. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Pitax. But you should know that it isn't just Patax we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.